Try to imagine someone very close to you, maybe see a family member. What would he have to say or she have to say about you at the time of mourning? What would your best friend have to say about you? What would someone from your professional life and your professional career have to say about you? What would you like to be remembered for? What would your contribution to this world be? What would you like others to talk about you? Try to identify the most deepest and the innermost desires you would want fulfilled before you depart from this physical world. And the answers you get when you do this exercise would form the basis of your life mission and purpose. This is a very powerful exercise and should be done with a lot of intent and feeling. Only then it is going to reveal to you your true self, your true innermost self and your desires. Also, one thing you must keep in mind is to keep it short and simple. Do not think too much, just go with the flow. Follow what your heart tells you. That's it. You are done. To give you an example of how simple and powerful a life mission or purpose can be, let me give you an example of my own life mission and purpose. Now I'm sharing this extremely sacred information with you, so please pay close attention to how a life mission can be. These are the 3 life missions that I have. When I die, I would want to be remembered as a great teacher, a great family man, and a great human being. Let me also tell you that my life missions are not in any specific order. What I mean by this is that all the above 3 life missions that you see are equally important to me. Neither of them is more important than the other. So now that you know what my life missions are, I am confident enough that you will be able to find it much more easier to find your very own life missions. Now let's see what the power of dreams can do to your life. The advice I am sharing with you is the exact advice that was given to Martin Luther King Jr. for making him realize the importance and the power of dreaming. Here it goes. It must be borne in mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy lies in not having a goal to reach for. It is not a calamity to die with your dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to have a dream to fulfill. It is not a disaster to be unable to conquer and capture your ideals, but it is a disaster to have no ideals to conquer and capture. It is not a disgrace to not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. Not failure, but low aim in life is sin. Wow, these are not just great words, my friend. These are golden nuggets of wisdom that you can savor for your entire life. And now we come to step 2, and that is managing and organizing your time. One of the greatest tools you will ever find for organizing your life is a great piece of software that might be already sitting right now in front of your computer, and chances are you wouldn't be even aware of it. The software that I'm talking about is OneNote 2007. It's one of the bundled softwares that you get with Microsoft Office 2007, and it's the best one that I know to manage time and organize life. OneNote 2007 is extremely user-friendly and easy to use. If you know to use Word, PowerPoint or Excel, you won't find OneNote difficult at all. To learn more about OneNote and how it can help you organize your own life, simply search for OneNote 2007 videos on YouTube. If you are using a Mac, by the way, then the equivalent tool, yes, it's as good as OneNote, and the tool is called Evernote. It's extremely robust and powerful, and you can even synchronize it online. Best of all, Evernote is 100% absolutely free. Since I use a Mac, I use Evernote to manage and organize my life. I simply love this tool. Now to manage and schedule your time, appointments, meetings and to-dos, you can use Outlook Calendar if you're using Windows. If you're using a Mac like I do, then iCal is the ultimate option. It's the best software you can get. It's simple and easy to use and extremely powerful. If you prefer a great online tool, then you can also use Google Calendar. It's free and great as well. Now all these softwares I spoke about sit inside your machine, and therefore you must also have a facility to synchronize the data from these softwares to your mobile phones or devices. We carry our mobile phones everywhere, and hence we must always have access to all the important information and data on our mobile phones and devices. So if you use Windows, Google Sync is a great way to keep all your data in sync. If you are a Mac user, then you can either use Google Sync like the Windows machine users, and you can, better it if you can, use iSync to keep all your data in sync. I personally prefer iSync to keep all my data up to date, and it's a part of your Mac machine, so it's free for you. That's how easy and powerful step 2 is. Now let's move on to step 3. Step 3 involves having an action plan that follows what's the next logical step, WTNLS for short. You see, anything and everything that we do in our lives requires us to take logical and sequential steps and actions. Everything has to be done in the right sequence, otherwise we won't get the desired result. So what you must do is to list your top 3 tasks to accomplish your goals for this year. Once you list these 3 tasks down, you need to break these tasks down into logical and actionable steps. The most important thing for you to keep in mind is to enlist every single smallest of the small thing that you would need to carry out to do that task or goal. You might even have much more, in fact as many as 1,000 steps to finish a particular goal or a task. Don't worry about that, as it's not really a big deal or something very difficult to accomplish. Now once your task list is complete, the next thing to do is to group these activities or tasks into set of common tasks. Then you must set a deadline against each group of tasks you have listed. Once that's done, then all you got to do is just focus all your attention and energy on just one task at a time, and that's it. It's that easy. By focusing only on just one thing at a time and giving it all your energy, all your focus, you make the completion of that task that much easier. The power lies in taking baby steps. People talk about going big on action. I prefer to go small on action. Only when you go small, you end up going big. That's the beauty of it. Now let's go to step 4. Step 4, as you can see, involves the use of effective, time-tested, proven strategies for success programming. This is a very vital step, and you need to follow everything I tell you here. The first thing you must do is to get rid of or eliminate negative people from your life, even if it means you have to get rid of people who are very close to you. If you think that a particular person in life is affecting your life in a negative way, no matter how close you are